greatness, it's just something we made up. Somehow we've come to believe that greatness is a gift reserved for a chosen few, for prodigies, for superstars, and the rest of us can only stand by watching. You can forget that.
Well, I want to be a race car driver someday. It's a great sport. It's all I've ever known, racing.
You want a great team? You gotta build it. Piece by piece. Start with a few natural-born leaders. Then you need some old vets who've seen it all, and a few youngsters just getting started. Tough cookies who don't back down from nothing. And some pranksters to keep everyone loose. You need those strong but silent types. And a few not-so-silent types. Those with chips on their shoulders and ice in their veins. And a few who do anything to win. You find a cast of characters like that, you've got yourself one hell of a team.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Shop Talk Live, Season 2, Episode number 18. We're joined by the number 71, Chris Legoo from Colchester, Vermont. We got 89, Phil Van Vliet, Battle Creek, Michigan. Whoop, whoop. Amanda from Williamson, New York.
Hi.
And also Andy Policky. Was that right?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, nailed it. I practiced. How's everybody doing tonight?
Good.
Pretty good.
Good.
Yeah,
Better than last time.
Hi, Kyle, Trevor, Sam. We got Jason over there. Hey, guys.
Yeah, what's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. Oh, Linda Thorne tuning in. Yeah, so we raced Texas last night. Everybody enjoy that?
No. Oh. Up until I made a mistake on pit road.
Oh, I did the same, buddy. Did you do the same mistake I did? Because you were behind me most of the race.
I went to pit and my right sides were unchecked. So then when I was trying to figure out what was going on pit exit, I sped.
Oh, yeah, that's a double whammy right there. Yeah, we'll get into that. We'll go through everybody, have them talk about the race. Let's talk about you. How did you find Blazing Pedals?
I actually raced with Paul Ellison and Corey in another league, and they said they had told me they were looking for another driver, and so I just kind of fell into it.
Oh, nice. So what do you think of Blazing Pedals so far?
I like it. It's very well run league, and it's you guys do a lot of really cool stuff with it. So the broadcast is great. This podcast is great. So very, very cool stuff.
Well, thanks. Yeah, we enjoy doing it too. Chris Gang,
Hello.
questions for Andy?
Well, first one is, where the heck are you from?
Wichita Falls, Texas. So it's about 2 hours north of Dallas, Texas.
We got
Right.
Andy Policky from, where was it?
Wichita Falls, Texas.
Wichita Falls, Texas. Number 32.
That's pretty awesome, actually. All right. How about, what kind of rig do you got? What are you doing on the wheel? What are you doing on them pedals?
So
Yeah.
I've got a Sim Magic Mini for a wheel, and Fanatec.
How do you like
degrees. I love it, actually. I've had the Fanatec CSL, and I like it a whole lot better than that. So the input is really, really great. So allows me to feel a lot more than I ever did on that Fanatec.
Now you're talking the CSL DD?
No,
okay.
this CSL Elite.
The Elite. Okay, I got you. And monitors? Single, triple, VR?
I run VR. my rig is basically in the center of my living room. So my computer's hooked up to my TV, and it's off to the side, and I use VR to help minimize the floor space.
Oh, yeah, perfect. Yeah, it's what it's good for. And how do you feel about VR? Do you feel like you see more, or do you see better?
I see better.
Yeah.
I was running off of, like I said, just off my TV, which is not small. It was a 76-inch or 75-inch TV, so you could see a lot. But
Yeah, that's huge.
yeah, the nice thing about VR is being able to actually look into the apex, and then also I feel like I can actually look further out as well. So eye tracking to me is a lot better. I can look at the exit when I'm mid corner or even on end corner entry. So you kind of feel what you're doing better or see where you're going better than just on a monitor.
Right. Right.
Well, you had some pretty good lag with that big TV, didn't you?
Nothing that I ever really noticed, honestly.
Really? Okay.
Is that a thing where it lags on the big TV?
There's some latency on TV monitors versus computer monitors. But the TV I have has like a game mode that's supposed to reduce a lot of that latency.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then the pure size of it too. I mean, you're asking a lot out of your video card to fill that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does pretty good though. I have it's a 1660 Ti, so I never had any issues with it on the TV or the VR. So
you're running a 1660 Ti?
Yep.
Oh, okay. What do you have to do with the settings as far as iRacing to get it to run right?
I actually not too much. There's a couple things I turned down. The sky I turned down. On some of the tracks I turned down the event settings. But for the most part, I run everything else on medium to high. So.
And let's see. I don't know. I'm not. This is not usually what I do. This is usually a Terry job.
Yeah.
How
All right, Amanda.
How long have you been?
Oh, Philip's up next. Philip, questions.
Yeah. How long have you been sim racing?
So iRacing, I got on it about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. I really never did computer racing or anything on the computer before that. I did a lot of stuff on Xbox, Forza, NASCAR racing, ACC, all that kind of stuff. So I've been playing racing games since I was probably 7 or 8 years old, but never really did any full-on sim until, like I said, about 2 years ago. Got into it, and pretty much first dipped the toe in and then just dove right in.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I guess
It does that.
Yeah, I had a Logitech wheel that
sucks
used
you
on
right
my
in there.
Xbox, and I've upgraded to the Fanatec V3s. Built a rig out of MDF and 2x4s, so it's nice and sturdy. Got everything all set up. So going from at one point basically a wheel on my TV tray to now a full rig.
Yeah, that's a big change. Me and Chris were talking about that. I know I built mine basically out of the same thing, 2x4s, but I used the shower backing for the sides and shit like that. And me and Chris were talking before we started that we're both thinking about getting the H3, the motion rig there.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go right to the P. I'm not doing the A. I'm gonna do the P.
Oh, you're
I
doing
would
the
like
P?
a motion rig, but
P's a little too much. It's got better motors, I saw, but I can always upgrade my motors if I want to.
Yeah, I'd love a motion rig. I just don't have any room for it. Like I said, I have it in my living room, so plus I don't think the wife would really like that anyway. So.
That's why you have to build a game room. So.
Yeah, like Philip did.
Well, eventually, when I build my shop, I probably will have a game room area. So.
Cool. We've got Mr. Derek Paulson in chat. Just threw out there, great win last night. You did an awesome job.
Yep.
Who's that?
Derek Paulson.
Derek.
Who? Huh?
Who are you congratulating?
Who's Derek?
I don't understand.
Aw. So I'm looking at your stats just with us, Andy, and obviously last night started 29th, finished 26th. Right before that at the Glen, you started 10th, finished 3rd. Nashville 5th, finished 6th, and Michigan started 19th, finished 12th. Out of those or any other tracks, favorite track versus track you hate the most?
I none of those are tracks I don't like. Absolutely, I don't have a track I hate. I like the Glen. I like the road course racing, especially in stock cars.
I was gonna ask if you
I
actually like road courses.
Yeah, I like road courses and stock cars. I do a lot better in stock cars than I do in any kind of the road cars. The lack of downforce, lack of grip, it kind of suits me better, I guess, suits my driving style better than, like the GT3s have a lot of downforce, a lot of brake where you can really attack the corners. I like to finesse it a little bit more. So, Texas is a track I like, being from Texas, but I just don't ever have any luck there. I either get into something or shoot myself in the foot. So, it happened again last night. So,
Yeah, Texas is a fun track, but there's so many guys who play strategy so well in our league that it's tough no matter how good you are there.
I think we had Corey's team work in process. I think we had a really good strategy going in, and everything was kind of falling to us how we wanted to, how we thought it would go too. It just, like I said, pit road bit me again. But I didn't qualify that well, but I was able to run up through the field pretty well. So
Do you like qualifying, or is that one of those you just kind of get through it situations?
I kind of just get through it. I put down what I can and hope for the best.
Yep. I've never been a good qualifier. I'm overly cautious.
All right, you guys. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I just spend more time building wrong run, so trying to be able to run, a full field run, lots of laps, that kind of deal. It doesn't really work trying to put down laps for me, quick laps.
Way I am.
You guys want to go over it last night? Let's see who we gonna start with. All right, we had 202 at Texas. Everybody that didn't watch it, make sure you check out True Sim Productions on YouTube. That's where our races are broadcast, and they're doing an awesome job over there, Sam and Terry. Let's start with 89, Philip Van Vliet.
Really. Well, the start wasn't very good for me.
Yeah, that sucked.
It's one of those deals. iRacing was saying one thing to Tanner, and he should have been in another spot. But hey, and then I just ended up taking off because I didn't want to get run over or cause anybody else behind me to get run over. So I just took off and took the penalty. Let's put it that way, because with him being on the the outside of us, and he was stuck behind somebody else that didn't get the greatest jump at the start, putting me even farther behind me. So I was just going to go, well, if I tried to slow up and stay behind him, I would have caused all kinds of problems behind me. So I just went, and that's the way it is. But I ended up getting my lap back at the stage caution, so that helped out. Other than that, it was a good race. I don't like Texas, but I seemed to run halfway decent there last night, and I was running pretty fast at the end. Just got
Yeah, you were the
far behind.
first car a lap down, 5 incident points. Where did the incident points come from?
Let's see. One time that was when Josh spun out trying to avoid me on that yellow flag and rear-ended me. Somebody else, I don't remember what happened, tagged me in the door.
I didn't remember hearing you grumble much. So
No, it was just kind of a love tap type thing. But and then I was in the grass on the front stretch, I think twice. So so that was an incident point each time. But
that grass could grab you every now and
Yep.
then. I got sucked into
Yep.
it once, where like fuck, and it just kind of like yanks you back out on the track.
I mean, it was a decent race for me. I mean, for Texas, like I said, I've never been I like the old configuration a heck of a lot better than what it is now. So
Really? I love the new one.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I just don't like it for some reason, but oh well. But yeah, that's about it. You know, it was a decent race. I come close to getting a banner, but
Yeah.
not quite. But
funny story about that at the end of the race. So I see Philip behind me. I forgot Derek was in front of him. So I took the white flag, and obviously Derek finished the race, and then Philip was behind him. Well, Derek obviously slowed down. Philip went around him. Philip's still coming full clip at me. I'm like, fuck you, Philip. I'm like, I'm getting the banner. I was like, oh. And then I saw on the thing, I'm like, Philip was a lap down. I'm like, shit, Derek was.
Yep.
I'm like,
Yep.
okay.
Yep. I was trying to get around him so I could stay on, get on the same lap as you were, but didn't quite get there. So, but it was close. But it was fun trying to run you down, though.
Yeah, because you said you were on a different strategy than obviously I was, because you said you only had 2 stops left with I think when we hit that first caution, right?
Yep. I should have stayed with what I was doing. I probably could have stretched it out over the last 2 runs in order to not even make that last stop that I made with 14 laps to go. So I could have probably made it without making another stop. So I should have stuck with what I was doing, but those cautions in the middle of the race kind of changed things for me, and I should have just stuck to what I was going to do. So, but oh well, it is what it is.
Yeah, well, good finish anyway. You finished second to the banner. Was it 17? Yeah, 17. Yeah, it was close for a while because I passed Aaron that I think with like 5 or 6 laps to go. I'm like, well, there's the banner right there, because he was on older tires than me, and then all of a sudden I see you start screaming out. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, Aaron started 17th, finished 18th. He had 3 points, incident points, but he got hit, and came back after that. He was 1 lap down as well, and overall he was racing really well, but just that Bach over luck got tagged in the door. Which I will say it again, Chris Carroll, I can't believe he fucking saved that car. He was just beeline through the grass. I don't think he slowed down at all, came right back up on the track, gave me a slight heart attack. Apparently scared the hell out of himself, but I couldn't believe he brought that back up on the track and saved it.
Yeah, that was something there. And then that was Chris, you just missed him too, didn't you?
The 24. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, I had to dive down, and he was already further down the track than I. So,
you just missed
yes,
Aaron,
in a way.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was.
Yeah.
That was close.
Yeah, you and Corey
Do not
Rutherford
wreck
stuck
Aaron.
through, and I got through right afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought I was Dunsky right there.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a little heart stopper right there.
That was pretty close. I saw it on the replay of the race last night. I went, wow, that was close.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris, we just got him back in our lives. Don't fucking try to crash him, so.
I didn't get the points. I missed.
Yeah, you're like, points. We're like, oh, it's the 44. He won't show up ever again.
Better turn the wheel left. Oh, darn.
So, yeah, I guess we'll jump to Chris. Chris, let's talk about your race.
Okay. I did sucky. Finished lower than what I started, 29th. And 3 laps down. I pulled an Aaron Bach over.
4 laps down.
4 laps down.
Not to dig it a little deeper.
Wow.
Thanks, Amanda.
I'm looking at the
That's
stats.
a good teammate.
Pulled the Bach over. Held for 40 seconds.
In or
I
out?
never really figured out the track. I held in. Held out. So I had to come back around, which really hurt.
Oh, speeding out sucks.
Yeah. What was really weird about that is I was at 42 miles an hour, and I was holding it steady. All of a sudden, it jumped up to like 47 just as I crossed the line. And I'm like, I don't remember pressing any harder, but okay. Cool. I didn't really figure out the car.
Yeah, if it was 45 and then it jumped up, you should have been fine.
No, speed limit was 45.
Yeah, but if you're at 42 and then jumped up at the end, it usually doesn't.
Yeah, it jumped up to 47 right at the very end. I don't know.
Fuck iRacing, right, Chris?
Yeah, fuck iRacing. And the 12 car.
Yeah, fuck the 12 car.
I never got the car. Even during practice, I mean, you guys were helping me out, and I got a little bit quicker, but the last, I'd say, 30 laps or so of the race that I ran were some of my quickest laps. I finally kind of figured it out way too late. Not to say that I'm in a big hurry to go back to Texas, because I'm not, but it would have been cool if I could have gotten that earlier.
Yeah.
That's it. That's my race. It sucked.
All right, I guess I'll do mine.
Yeah, Corey, why don't you tell us about your award-winning banner?
I got the banner.
16th.
I don't like taking 16th place banners. It just
I don't mind.
I know you don't mind, but I want to get like top 10 or higher, which I had a top 10 car last night. I fucked up on my part. Stupid stuff. So yeah, I mean, I was fast. I love Texas. The shitty setup was fucking the shittiest it's been all season. That means good for everybody who's watching. Inside joke.
Yeah, it was great. It was a great setup.
Oh yeah, you could race that thing anyway. I made most of my passes on the outside last night.
Mm-hmm.
The outside was really good. I noticed it really early that you could carry a ton of speed on the outside, both
especially with newer tires.
Yeah, because in 3 and 4 and in 1 and 2 if you did it right.
Yeah, because Andy was, like I said earlier, he was behind me. He literally was like a car length or two behind me for a lot of the race. We were racing next to each other a lot, and yeah, I was making a lot of passes on the high line. So the caution came after the competition caution. I hear Mr. Bach over talking about topping off. I'm like, I might want to top off too. So I uncheck my tires. Well, nobody else pit in front of me, so I'm like, well, I'm not pitting. So I didn't pit. Next caution came out. Obviously, I didn't go in the pits. Totally forgot I unchecked my tires. Hit that with 58 laps to go. I was going to do 229 lap runs. I'm like, all right, tires on both. Took tires, pulled in. I'm like, why are my guys coming over the wall to change my tires? And they just gave me gas. So I ended with setting the bank, finished 16th. I had a top 10 car, I believe. But, yep, shit happens. You make stupid decisions and mistakes. Happens to all of us. Amanda, on to you.
I love Texas. It's one of my favorite tracks, probably top 2. Started 28th, finished 20th, 0 incident points. It was a fucking awesome setup. I did nothing to it but jack the brake bias up to 70 so I could turn the car, could put the car any place. It's one of those tracks where I actually feel confident enough to race people racy style and not let people, just go low. But I also knew my place. When my tires were shit, I wasn't gonna fuck with anybody. So I had a lot of fun. I really wanted a late race caution because I went back and looked at the last Texas race. Granted, we only had 3 sets of extra tires. So we had last year 2.
You won 2 years back, didn't you? There's on both. I think there's
No,
late
there
race.
was 2 Texas races last year.
Yeah.
And the last one in the playoffs, there was a caution with 15 to go and a green, white checkered. So I'm like, all right, we're going to have a late race caution. Forgot we had an extra set of tires this year, so people weren't going to struggle as bad on older tires. And we didn't get that late race caution, so I couldn't get caught back up. And then I got stuck behind Blake and Dakota playing cat and mouse. And thank you, Brad. And I got a little frustrated because I couldn't get around them, so I just fucking rammed my car up the back of Dakota and started hollering at him in race chatter. And I'm glad I didn't wreck him or anything, but it was frustrating at the end where I'm like, I have brand new fucking tires with 15 laps to go and I can't move this car. But overall, I had a blast in the race. Love Texas, and every time I get a race like last night, it makes me want to try even harder to get better faster so I can have that confidence at every track. But it got me a little further with points, a little bit closer. So I would love to be able to get in that top 16, but I don't know. I don't know if I have a lot of those Texas tracks in the next few races that give me the confidence to get up there.
All you have to do is win Talladega.
Yeah, go win Talladega. I'll have very minimal practice for Pocono because we're going out of town next weekend, or this weekend. So I'm not taking too much hope in doing well at Pocono, but Talladega is my last shot at it. So now we got Mr. Andy. You started 29th and finished 26th. Do you want to run us through your race?
Yeah, so qualifying, I screwed qualifying up. I probably would have started a little bit further up, but so my out lap, I basically used it as a throwaway lap to get the tires up to temp and whatnot. And then coming on my fast lap, I clipped the apron just a hair, and it upset the car and put me into the wall on the exit of 4. So yeah, it started in the back, but you know, the little bit of practice I did, I felt I was going to be good on a longer run anyway. And like I said, I figured out really quick that you can make a ton of passes on the high line. So you know, up to that the competition caution, I think I gained 8 or 9 positions to the competition caution. Then we had some strategy play to try to get our double stint tires out early, and then kind of watch fuel. Like I said, our strategy was working into our favor. Got up to second, right behind Corey there, and was actually just kind of following him, not using my stuff and just running the race I was planning on. Not trying to run too hard, and was running them down a little bit. And then you know, near the end of it, I don't remember what lap I pitted, and I had the wrong, or somehow I had the right sides unclipped. So I pitted in, and I saw them changing my left sides, and I was trying to figure out what was going on. And as I was exiting pit road, I was doing 50 miles an hour. So then I got hit with the
Oh yeah, you're definitely
pit
getting
road
caught there.
speeding penalty.
Wasn't
So,
even 1 or 2.
yeah.
Jeez.
So yeah, hit with a pit road speeding penalty, so I had to come back down, do that. I didn't put the right sides on. I just decided to try to run it out. And yeah, it unfortunately, mistakes through the raceway. I thought we had at least a top 5 car, if not top 3.
It's the worst feeling when you're like, I know I'm fast and I know I'm good here. Shit, what happened?
Yeah, right before the second to last pit stop, or the one that messed up, I was behind Derek, and I think it was Derek and Brian. I don't remember exactly who. I was behind them, I think running 4th or 5th, and I was starting to run them down, especially near the end of the run. So, like I said, it was just one of the things. I was good. The longer we went, and especially I could take care of the tires really well, because even after one stint, I still had like 85 or 80,
Yeah,
85% on the
tell
tires.
you what, like I felt fine on the second stint in practice. I was like, oh, it's a little squirrely, especially the first 5 laps back out. But I felt great on it. I was catching a lot of the cars that were right in front of me with, second halfway through second stint tires. They were holding up pretty good.
Tell
Yeah.
Sam that I don't need any help.
Yeah, cautions are your curse.
No, well, he better not pick me because you and I, as you obviously know, are right next to each other in the points, trying to move forward. So don't, Sam.
I
Don't
tell you,
broadcast or curse.
that was a long race last night.
Yeah.
I only had like 4 minutes left that I could race. That's
We
how
were
close it
wondering the
was.
cutoff to go to work.
Yeah.
We're like,
It's 10:20 is my cutoff. So 10:20, I got to stop after that. So yeah, we finished at 10:16. So
yeah, again though, great race to Derek. He started 5th, finished 1st, 0 incident points. Like he was hauling ass all night long. Dalton in
Yep.
second, 0 incident points again. Fourth, finished second. Ty, starting 19th, getting on the podium again, 0 incident points.
Fuck Ty.
You can vote for them. They did a great job, and they were just clean and smooth the entire race.
Yeah, they all ran quite well last night.
Brian Dees was super fast. He led 48 laps. He had the fastest lap. Nobody would know because Terry didn't do his announcements today, but Brian had the fastest lap on 162. Just everybody up front did a spectacular job.
Yep. Brian was what, 2 laps down at one time?
Yeah, well, he got a
Yeah.
bad speeding penalty, and he had to
Right.
sit there and hold for a while, and he came back and he crushed it. So it was impressive. Everybody seemed pretty good to each other during the race too. Nobody was a bunch of dickheads. We will remind everybody the next few races, as everybody's watching here, we need to go back to pacing properly. It's starting to get out of hand again. 2, 3, 4 wide when it's 55-mile-per-hour pace speed. Doing 35 is unacceptable. So we will start calling out during the rules to remember pacing properly and reminding you under caution laps, stop being a moron and get in line and pace nicely, because it sucks when you're a lucky dog and you can't get around. You got to holler out, which didn't happen last night, but you got to holler out 5 times, lucky dog coming high. But just stay in line. Don't rear end each other, and just get in line until it's time to go
Amanda's the
too wide.
pacing Nazi.
It's fucking annoying as shit. All last year, Mark had to holler it out. Single file, guys. Come on, just get in line. It's something so small, but it irritates the piss out of me. Anyways, next big topic.
Oh boy, we
We
got
are
topics?
To talk about Pocono from last year, because it's already erupted a little bit in chat.
Terry's not here, so we have to be more professional.
Yep, we have to be more professional. Dalton Kilroe took home the win last year. He got it with 0 incident points. Then we had Miller. Josh Rutherford came in third. I think he had a bit of a good tire strategy. I don't remember. Philip, you got 5th last year. Awesome. The rest of us sucked a bag of dicks. Me, Corey, Aaron, we were all 30 some odd laps down. But Corey and Ty had some issues last year that I think still have to be hashed out.
We didn't have issues. Ty spun me.
Ty would say otherwise.
Well,
Ty
I
is very
can't come off the
disappointed in
line
you.
a little bit? Why is he fucking trying to pinch me
Corey
down so
killed the
much?
field. Ty said you killed the field last year, so Andy, stay away from Corey during
Ty
Pocono,
and
by the
Dalton
way.
fight over who's gonna be blue.
Be okay to stay behind me. I hope to win Pocono.
Yeah. Andy, you'll just be disappointed if you stick around, Corey. So.
You won't be mad, but you will be disappointed.
Yeah.
Disappointed.
Yeah.
It was
I love
definitely-
Pocono. I can't wait for Pocono.
It was the Discord post of the year. Ty wrote to Corey, "I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed in
Why?
you."
Because, yeah, they called me in the
Well, the old
EOL because
fatherly
they
deal.
didn't see it right. And, yeah, Ty fucking spun me. Took out the whole field.
Let the bluer blue wear the blue.
Yeah, you got
Mr. 3 times in chat, Mr. Aaron Maynard. New Aaron.
New Aaron's
He's
in
Hi,
not
here.
Aaron.
3 times. That's
It's Mr. Tuesday.
if he wins one more Tuesday night, it's gonna be Prince Aaron. And then if he wins another one after that, it'll be King Aaron. We've got this figured out after Saturday night.
Oh, do you?
Oh yeah. Prince and King, they're coming up.
We racing tomorrow night?
Maybe. I'm not sure. Is that a good answer yet? Nah, probably not a good answer. Hey, I'll tell you what, I'll let you know.
King Tuesday. I haven't been there in a while. It's too nice out.
It has been. By nice, you mean hot. Yes, it's been very hot.
Oh, it's
What
beautiful.
else do we have to talk about?
Come to
That's all
Texas.
the
We have
major
one more. No, we have one more thing, and I hope Corey's got them ready. Points.
Ooh,
Oh, shit. I totally forgot about the points.
What?
hidden by my other screens.
Pow, there's your points.
You stay back there, Kyle Wellman.
There they are. All right. Well, so it's funny, Amanda. You said that you and Philip were really close to each other, but really, Philip and I are closer to each other than you and he are.
Ooh,
yeah.
look at that.
Amanda's
That's
doing good.
She has 3 races on me, so
3 races. Yeah, exactly.
And he's quit a bunch, Amanda. Come on.
I don't. Hey, that doesn't matter what brought it out, but that's how the standings show. We don't know if Jamie's gonna come back in for any of the races. He's tearing his rig apart. So we don't know if he's gonna go to monitors or try VR again, or if he's gonna sit out the rest of the season. So if Jamie falls down pretty quickly, I don't know if he would only lose 2 spots per race, but there's some potential there. Tanner took a dive, but Kyle and I, we need a couple people that take dives, and we might be able to jump up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, that was just a couple of races to go, really.
Yeah, this one
How
gets
pissed
fun.
off would you guys be if I won at Talladega, made it in the playoffs, and then just sucked the bag
That'd
of
be
dicks
awesome.
the rest of it?
See, that's why I
So-
didn't really
yeah.
congratulate Derek last night, because I was only 2 points behind him. And then he got the win. I was like, fuck, anybody but the 6. Dalton, why couldn't
Yeah.
you crash him and stole another win?
Yep.
3 more weeks of the regular season, Pocono,
Yep.
Rockingham, Talladega. That Rockingham, that's going to be a beast. That's 240 laps.
Oh, good God.
What?
That's
Yeah.
what I'm waiting
Yeah.
for.
That's
I
going
like
to be.
Talladega's like 100 and something, right?
Talladega is 114. That's going to be a lot. Well, 90 laps at Pocono. Jesus,
Yeah.
that's a ton of laps.
You got to get your Wheaties in.
Yeah.
It's gonna
Yeah,
be
I
a
like-
long day.
Yeah, I can't wait for the Rock. So that's
Oh, yeah, that's
Like it,
Phillips.
you know.
That's Phillips' track.
that's my favorite track. So
I did.
Aaron said you're gonna win Talladega, Chris.
I'm going to be announcing Talladega,
Yeah.
but I
Yep.
may have a sub T&A driver. We'll see.
It's my
We gotta
birthday
talk about
race.
that.
That is the best birthday present that you're gonna be pairing up with Sam and announcing.
Oh,
like
I
my
know.
2
I don't want.
other than
I don't
other
want
than
that Aaron
Aaron-
Maynard behind me trying to push me to Talladega.
other than Aaron's broadcasting voice, you and Sam, I will have to say Aaron Maynard is the top of the broadcasting voice list.
Oh,
And then
Jesus
it's you and
Christ.
Sam.
Now his head is going to
Oh, now
Yep.
she's an Aaron Maynard fangirl.
Aaron has the best broadcasting voice because he's
Sorry,
looking off
Chris
the
Carroll.
mirror so fast.
You're out.
Chris
Just
has, like, the
you couldn't get over the
slow-
Canadian.
Canadian deep voice, but Aaron's got that Vermont fast broadcaster voice.
Sam, you need to make the fucking list. I think Terry's above you, she said.
No, God, no. Terry makes me want to drink and smoke while I watch his broadcast. Love you, Terry Bear. But that
Poor
would be
Terry.
super fun too if Mr. Aaron Maynard was in there. Unless he wrecks me, then he's dead to me.
Oh, he's gonna wreck
shit.
you. He's aggressive.
I've never practiced drafting with him.
Haven't you watched
so
our
I might
Tuesday
be
Night
paranoid.
Lights?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know I'm a
have you-
drafting Nazi, so I don't like having strangers draft with me.
you're
Don't
going to
reckon
end up
Tuesday.
racing with MFRD or something, anyways.
Speed Mafia.
Speed Mafia. Okay,
like
you don't stick with
drafting
your
with
team.
Rick-
Yeah. I want to
You
do.
assholes all abandon the whole strategy we come up with, and somehow I always end up with Rick Thompson and a couple of his guys and end up riding around with them.
Yeah, I'm trying to make matching paints for us so we can be like MFRD and.
I love my super speedways, and Aaron, if you're good at plate racing, I will play with you. But if you make me nervous, stay away from me.
I just gotta sell Aaron Bach over on the deal of matching paints, and then we're good to go. He's the one.
Just make it. You know he'll run it.
Yeah, I know. Once he sees
If
it.
he even races.
Yeah, I'll fucking make it anyway. Fuck him. He won't
Yeah.
run it anyway.
Yeah.
Dude,
If anybody
I
doesn't know who's watching this, Chris and Aaron are friends, Aaron Maynard, and they both are at Thunder Road in Vermont. Aaron's a broadcaster, and Chris
Aaron
is a
lives
crew
there.
chief. he lives there. Yeah. So like we got to go out there a month or so ago, and it was just spectacular to like meet you guys in person, get to experience everything at the track, and that's what makes it more fun. Friends, he said, question mark.
Yeah,
Aw.
it is a pretty strong word. I'm gonna have to put that out there.
I was excited, but I wish I could have seen or heard you guys broadcasting together Saturday night.
I was up there. I never ended up taking the microphone. That's not true. I took the microphone and his phone and let a song play while he went pee.
That was your job?
That was my job. I was on pee duty.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
you had to
let you
handle the
talk. He's like,
pee
give me
breaks,
that
huh?"
fucking microphone back.
Oh, I know what I wanted to ask Andy. I usually ask all the guys who come on here, what do you drive in real life?
So my daily car is a '08 Mustang Bullet. That's got the Ford hot rod cams and long tube headers, and a little bit of work done to it. And then my fun car is my '03 Cobra convertible, with smaller pulley, tune, full exhaust, a little bit of suspension stuff. So a couple fun Mustangs. Big
Ah.
Mustang person. I have a '68 Mustang I've had since I was 14. In the process of restoring that again.
Colors on the cars? Curious about colors?
So the Bullet is the dark Highland green metallic, like the '68 Bullet was. The Cobra is red, torch red, so bright red. And then my '68 is light yellow, but I don't think I'm going to go back with that color when I redo it.
Yeah,
Do you know
very
what
interesting.
Do you know what the OEM color was?
The OEM color on it was Metal Lark Yellow. When I was in high school, we repainted that. It had a vinyl top on it. The guy I bought it from had just put the vinyl top on it, but when he put it on, he put it on bare metal. So about 3 years after we
Yeah.
painted it, I started to see bubbles underneath the vinyl top. So I knew I eventually had to do something with it. But, being young, didn't have a garage, just lived with my parents, can't do anything with it. My brother drove it a little bit when he was in high school. And then, so when I got married and bought a house, I'm like, I have a garage, so I'm going to fix it. I took the vinyl off and half the roof came off with it.
Ooh.
So at that point, I decided to take it apart, and that was 13 years ago. And now I'm accumulating some more parts for it because I sold a bunch of the stuff that I had for it. And it's kind of the thing I'm like, if I just kept what I had on the car, I probably could have had it up and running in 6 weeks. But no, I pulled the motor, sold the motor because I didn't wanted to go with something different. Pulled the interior, sold some of that stuff because again had something different planned, and I was like, I just want it running. I want it running and driving. I don't even really care what it looks like at this point. I just want it running and driving so I can get back to my first car.
Yep.
Very nice.
Originally with a 289 in that one.
Originally was a 302.
302. Okay.
Yeah, '68 was the first year they had the 302.
Yep.
I had grandiose plans of putting a supercharged 4-valve in it, and then realized that I didn't have the money for that. And then I kind of looked into it. My father-in-law had a '99 Lincoln Continental, which happens to be a 4-valve, 4.6. So it's the same motor as a Cobra, like I have. Non-supercharged, obviously, but same motor, same heads. So he was getting rid of it. He was just going to send it to scrap. And I'm like, I'll buy it from you. And he goes, no, you can have it. Which I had a big block a FE motor, my 360 that I had bought from a guy that I was going to put into my '68. And he's got a '67 F100 and he wants that big block. So we ended up trading that motor for his car. So I've got the motor now that I want. I've got a transmission that I pulled out of my Cobra that I got to get rebuilt. So it's going to have a 6-speed in it. And now I'm just accumulating some parts for the suspension for it. So, but it's the kind of thing on the when you deal with old cars or deal with anything in that hobby, it's time and money, and you get one or the other.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a tough thing to do, and it's getting harder and harder to find original parts.
Absolutely. Original parts, it's getting harder to find. Any part really is getting harder to find. I'll salvage yards. I work in automotive. I'm a parts manager at a dealership. And I mean, salvage yards now are getting ridiculous on parts. You call for a part and it's 15% cheaper, only 15% cheaper than to buy from them versus OEM. I'm like, I could go buy it brand new for this. Well, that's what we got it for. Oh, and we have it in stock. They're back order.
Yep.
Yeah, I've found that to be true too. The salvage yard industry is making some serious money right now.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
I was talking to I guess I'd call him my buddy. I do a bunch of baseball jerseys and shit for him, and I did a bunch of decals for a snowmobile trailer. And he just bought a Dodge Ram, and he said I think it had like 30,000 miles on it. Well, the tranny was going in it after he bought it because he traded in his truck. He said the dealership down the road, they're negative 90 right now for those same year Dodge transmissions or whatever. So
Negative
90
in
people,
stock.
yeah, 90 people are ahead of him to get it.
Yep.
I don't remember what it was. I have, I think I was told there were 1,800 on back order. And if I put mine on the highest escalation I could go, I'd have been like 632nd.
Well, I had a 2016 Jeep Cherokee, and I drive a lot. So in a couple years, I had like 260 some odd thousand miles on it, and the right rear bushings were going. Well, both the bushings back in the back were going. So during COVID, I went to my mechanic. He tried to order them, and with a 16 Cherokee, they're attached to the knuckles. And Jeep stopped making the right rear bushing and knuckle. And I'm like, "What do you mean they're not making them?" He's like, "They're not making them, so you just have to ride this out." They couldn't find them any place at any of the salvage yards or anything where they could pull them from that were in decent shape. And I went, I think, another 2 years and just finally traded it in. Had to get another car because it was so bad and just breaking down, multiple problems wrong with it, and Jeep just wasn't producing the parts anymore.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
Ty, she
odd for
loves
them
Jeeps.
because OEM they're supposed to manufacture their parts for at least 10 years from the model entry date to at least 10 years, I think it is what the rule is. So it's kind of weird 16 being that way, but
Yeah,
I've
they were
got
saying like it was a lot of the right side parts. They just, with COVID and everything, they just didn't have enough, whether it was people or supplies to produce them, and it was just a train wreck. We search every few months.
I think I had a door panel that we had ordered in February. It came in like late last month. And they had their supplier had personnel issues. They didn't have enough personnel to make it. So yeah, between
Yeah.
COVID and all the other stuff, it's become hard, but you just got to adapt. So
Yep.
make business work. So
Yeah, so that 10-year thing, that's actually a federal law that
Really?
the government put in. Yeah.
Yep.
That's federal law. It's actually punishable by a pretty large fine to the manufacturers.
Jeez, I wish I knew that before I got rid of that thing. Luckily, I still, with COVID being the way it was and then paying out for used cars, I mean, the transmission was falling out of this thing and the bushings were shot. There was a bunch of other problems. There was a knocking or something coming from under the hood that they said was something in the transmission, but I still got, I think, $4,000 for it. The thing was shot.
Yeah. What manufacturer, Andy, do you work for?
Right now, Nissan. They actually sponsor the car. So Nissan of Wichita Falls is the dealership I work at.
Funny, back in 2000, I was a parts manager for Nissan.
Corey did an awesome job on the paints. Made it an actual GTR, so it's cool to be running that.
Yep. Does it still cost $8,000 to do front and rear brakes on a GTR?
We've only ever had one GTR, so I've never actually looked up parts. But I do have a 2010 Z Roadster in the shop right now that needs a $20,000 convertible top, and that's just the part. That's $20,000.
Yep. Yeah, they're fun. I miss Nissan. Their part numbers were pretty damn easy to remember.
Yeah, the part numbers are easy. I come from Ford. I worked at a Ford dealer for 6 years, so I'm used to those part numbers.
I went the other way. Nissan to Ford, then I bailed. And I said, screw this, I'm getting out of the business. And that lasted less than a year. And then I got back in the business, and then I got my own shop. And
it's so the dealership thing. It's if you have a good dealership with good people, and it really is any kind of job, but you have good people you work for, it makes it a whole lot easier. Our dealer principal, general manager, he's awesome to work for. Gives us a lot of support, so makes the work easy.
That's important. Yeah.
You guys are so dumb. Chris, you're getting so many props in the chat.
I've been watching. I like how Sam started using an actual tagline that we have.
Is that your real tagline?
Yep.
It's one of them, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm glad you came up with ours.
Auto,
We could put your name on anything.
Your auto is their priority.
You guys don't want to know how that started.
Didn't I have a New Jersey accent or something like that?
No, I think it's Boston.
Accent?
Yeah, the Boston accent, which came out of nowhere. Threw me fucking off as we were live streaming Sam's stream.
That's right. Yeah, that was a good night. And what a tagline! What a tagline!
Oh, it's stock. It's in commercials now.
I know it.
When I scrolled back and I was watching a few minutes of the Pocono race from, was it the Pocono race or Texas race from last year? I don't remember. It was the Marquise Savage Edge commercial that you made and threw up on the BPL broadcast. I started laughing so hard the way you're texting them in the commercial. Great stuff that you guys do.
You know, it's funny because like I love the support that Sam's getting. Sam's getting all these commercials sent to him. I didn't get that. I had to make my shit up.
Yeah, you were half in the bag when you did it. Look how amazing the quality was on them.
I think I spelled everything correctly.
Yep,
so
you were pretty drunk that night. I'm like, that's an amazing commercial. I'm not even upset that he's that drunk. Like, it's amazing.
I promoted you to marketing director right away for Savage Edge.
That's true.
Have you been getting your paychecks?
No.
I'll talk to HR. I don't know what's going on.
It's probably the shipping department.
We might need to
restream
that.
It's in the mail.
Sam, one night in Discord, we'll stream that. I think that was the Boston accent night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I remember I was inside. I came out for a smoke, and I'm like, why the fuck does? Well, I said, I'm like, why the fuck does Chris have a Boston accent? Like, what in the hell is going on?
Well, we were streaming iRacing official races. We would just randomly hop into a race and then stream it. And then, was it the same night? No, it wasn't the same night. It was a different night. I think me and you were just fucking around, and Sam was
you and I were.
Yeah, Sam was streaming Dalton, him, I think Rutherford. Maybe both of them. Yeah, both the Rutherfords. And so we hopped over, watched Sam stream, and then I started live streaming, and we were commentating on it.
Oh, that's right. Yes, we were commentating on a commentation. That's right. Yes.
No, he was just. I think
he was just live streaming.
Yeah,
that's right. We were live streaming a live stream. That's
we were live streaming a live stream and commentating it.
I don't think he's got very far on it yet, Kyle.
Hey, I got everything onto. I had to buy a fucking 4 terabyte external hard drive to hold all the fucking video. Now I gotta go through it all. That's a winter project. They'll probably be coming out in spring. We'll definitely have a showing for that.
There's a lot that has to get edited out of there.
Yeah.
It's pretty. It's rough when you get all the T&A members drinking a lot, and then we talk forgetting that there's cameras, so there's a lot that has to get edited out.
Oh yeah, then we were commenting on the stream while we were streaming. He says, "Are you just streaming my stream?" No, we made it better.
Andy, do you do any streaming or anything, or you just do like the BPL broadcast?
No, just the BPL broadcast, or the Tuesday night league that I run with Paul and running with Paul and Corey. That's broadcasted as well. I don't think we actually just started broadcasting that. So our broadcasters, we don't have a full season, but at least live, but they do like a tape delay. And then I've run in FTSR, and they were broadcasted. But yeah, I don't do my own streaming. Never really into it. I'm kind of more the person that likes to be in the background. Don't really like to be in front of the camera or anything. So streaming is just not for me.
Oh.
No, Derek, we don't talk shit about all of BPL. It's mostly just you.
No. Yeah, I think it was. I think the only people that got brought up were like you and Mark. Through the whole time,
I never said Mark.
Really weird.
I never said Mark. I think I said the 12 car a couple of times.
No, Amanda said Mark. I got a bunch of shit when we were on the deck
yeah.
drinking.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. You and your dad, so.
No, my dad came up with the intro for it with what he came up with, because that was fucking funny as shit.
That was hilarious. That was hilarious.
Oh, Josh Rutherford streaming porn bots again.
Oh shit.
Well, guys,
yeah. Hey,
I gotta get going because you know what happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we can.
But,
I mean, we did an hour. We can end it right now, so I don't have to.
Well, you don't have to.
Well,
no, we can.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I gotta go to sleep.
I
too,
do
so-
want to say congratulations to Kyle, though, expecting baby number 2.
Yeah.
Yep.
Congratulations, Kyle. Congratulations
Congrats.
to Derek.
Derek,
Okay.
the man.
I didn't want to say that, but yeah.
Yeah.
Good job, buddy. I always
Yep.
like to see my
Congrats to
buddy
him.
win.
Great race. It was a good race.
I think we're buddies. Thanks, Andy, for coming on.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
can't
thanks,
wait to
Andy.
race with you more. I mean, we've only been in 4 races, but I've seen you around the track and pretty clean, and look forward to racing you hard.
Yeah. I'm like I said, when I got in, I just kind of wanted to feel it out. Something that stuck with me when I got into league racing was, when you get into a league, you want to race with your hands out, not your elbows out. But I'm getting comfortable around all y'all, so yeah, I can't wait to start racing y'all really, really hard.
Yeah, we can't wait for that.
Yeah, once
Then
you learn
you probably
everybody's
won't be
driving
invited
style.
back to Shop Talk.
We don't like him. He's better
Yeah.
than us.
We'll sit here like, no, fuck that guy. No, we don't want him on. Who else we got? Just kidding. We bring everybody on. You see how many times Ty's been on here, deep throwing hot dogs
Yeah.
and shit.
We need to have Ty again.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we gotta do an open house soon. Oh, maybe we'll do it after We're off the next
Yeah.
day, the whole
I'm
next
taking
day.
Monday after my birthday off. So
Yeah, I got it
might
off.
as well stay up all night.
Well, we got work the next day, but we'll do an open house after your
Oh, yeah.
birthday, because
Shit.
that's right before
Monday night.
playoffs too. We'll invite all you dummies in.
I'll schedule a late day.
Oh, is that Labor Day weekend?
No,
the
the weekend after.
after. My birthday's Talladega the 11th, so Shop Talk Monday. I'll just schedule a very late day on Tuesday. So we'll stay up drinking. So we'll be drunk for the race, drunk for Shop Talk, and see what happens Tuesday.
Oh, Derek said 50th birthday? Question mark?
Oh, what the
Wow.
shit, Derek?
Oh,
You're gonna Pocono.
shit, Derek. You fucked up big.
You know what? I moved over and let you buy me all last night because I knew you were fast. That's not happening after Pocono. Nope, at Pocono.
After
it's not
Pocono,
happening.
you mean at
well,
Pocono.
At Pocono, it's not.
Yeah, to crash him whenever you see that 6 car.
All right,
Don't
well, let's close this
fucking
thing up.
tie, you piece of shit.
Be drunk in the booth.
Thanks, Sam. Thanks for that.
Yep.
So,
All right, everybody. Thanks again, Andy, for joining us. Wish you luck this season, rest of the season, and we will see everybody. Check out True Sim Productions. If you haven't subscribed to it yet on YouTube, do that. And watch us Sunday nights. They go live 7:45, so check that out. And we will see you guys next Monday after Pocono, which should be fun. So see you guys then. Thanks for tuning in.
Bye, guys.
See ya.
Have a good one.